Good morning. It's kind of chilly out here in the shop today. I was planning to make some coffee, so I walked in, looked, and saw that my workbench is all cluttered. So I'm going to take a couple of seconds here, get this cleaned up, and we'll come back. We're going to roast our own coffee, and then we're going to brew it. So that should be fun. I'll show you how I do it, and we'll be right back. Okay, thanks. Okay, got it tidied off here a little bit. Get my Coleman stove here. This is a 425E. We'll get this set up, and then all right, let's get this lit and then let it warm up a little bit. That feels pretty good. It's kind of chilly out here. All right, that burner's going pretty good. Here, what I got here is a Korean coffee roaster. It's ceramic. Got this on the internet. It's made in Korea by Nuvo. It's kind of a neat little thing. What we'll do is we'll fill that up with some beans. Now these beans are what they call green. I'll show you what they look like. They're kind of, so they're coffee beans, but they haven't been roasted yet. So they've been dried and all that kind of stuff. But so we're going to put them in the roaster and we're going to roast these up, and we'll see how things go. Alright, so what we'll do now is we'll put this over the heat, and we need to keep moving it. One of the things that this thing will get hot, so I use a glove. So you want to keep it shaking it around, and then you're going to listen real quietly when it gets a little bit. It's going to take a little bit. When it gets a little closer here, you'll hear it crack, kind of like a popcorn. Depending on what kind of roast you want that first crack, and then you got to watch the color of the beans to make sure you're going to get the type of roast that you want. I like a darker roast, so mine's going to be darker. So we'll come back here in a couple of seconds when this starts to work. Okay, I can see that they're starting to get a little tiny brown. Not quite where I want it. Haven't heard the first crack yet. Way too early for that. Okay, once it starts roasting, getting brown here, it's gonna go pretty quick. Now you can hear the cracking. Okay, so that's the first crack. Now we're just going to go to the roast that we want. And I like the darker roast, like I said. But right now we're probably at a light roast. I don't like mine less than medium, so I'll just keep going here. This will come pretty quick now as it's starting to happen. You can hear it cracking, just like popcorn. Getting close to a medium roast here, so there we go. Getting closer. And that looks like what I want. Alright, so I'm going to dump this out into a sieve. Just tell you what, I want it to cool. Show you how I do that. You just pour this right out the handle. Then it goes into the sieve. That's hot stuff. Alright, so now I got it in the sieve. I'm just going to want this to cool. You can look and see how nice and brown it's gotten. It's not quite even, but best I can do at this point. So we'll let this cool a little bit, and then let me set that over here. Get my Stanley percolator going. Get some water put in there, get that started up. Alright, so now we're going to take those beans, we're going to grind it. I'm just going to use my electric grinder today. I have a hand grinder, but this is a lot easier. So we'll pour our beans in. Since we'll be using the percolator today, we're going to make this a kind of a, not a fine grind, but pretty much a medium grind with some coarse pieces in there just to keep it. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Alright, now that the coffee's ground, we'll fill the tray up for the percolator. Get this coffee brewing. Okay, so water's come to a boil. We're going to drop the basket in. Ooh. Yeah, we already got it percolating. Alright, so we'll let this go for a little bit. You'll notice at some point the water will start turning color once the coffee starts dripping through. And alright, starting to get some color to the water. Alright, you should see how the water is starting to turn brown like coffee. So we'll just get it to we got about another minute or so left of this. Okay, I think the coffee's ready. Let's turn the heat off. Let that stop percolating. Alright, now that it's done, let's pour ourselves a cup here. I'm just gonna close the lid and put my mug up here. There you have it. Freshly roasted coffee and freshly brewed. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed. If so, hit the like button, subscribe if you want. Have a good day.